Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol HMNY. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Been doing this analysis on a very routine basis, did it yesterday. And interesting setup now taking place. There's really a couple lines that have been drawn in the sand where it's pretty straightforward. So whether or not you watch the chart or if you're watching level twos, I mean, it's become very apparent that, you know, kind of this line in the sand has been made at 6 cents here. I mean, several times. I'm not going to count the number of times, but the bears try to press down through 6 cents, and to give credit where credit's due, the bulls they're digging in and they are just not budging. I'm not saying that the price will never drop below 6, but I am giving credit where there's no doubt about it. The bears were banging and banging, but the bulls held strong. So 6 cents definitely seems to be that key level of support going forward. Now, if the price does break below it, given previous lows and where this green line is coming from other videos, 0.058 is kind of the level where even if the price does break below 0.06, you want to give a little wiggle room, and I am defining, quantifying the phrase wiggle room as 0.058. Now, if the price just breaks below 0.058 on big old volume, well, at that point, it's looking like the party's over, and, this potential bottom right here was actually not a bottom, just simply a breath before the bears resume their push downwards. But as it stands right now, anybody implying or suggesting or wondering if a bottom is in, they're not crazy at all. It now officially makes perfect sense. Whereas, just to kind of illustrate what I'm talking about, during this portion of the chart when the price, was up there and then dropping and dropping, at no point, I wonder if is the bottom in? Is the bottom in? Why would you ever think that when all it was doing was going down? At least now with sideways action, it makes sense. Am I saying it's the bottom? Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, there's no such thing as a guarantee in the market. The point I'm trying to make is it does at least make logical sense to wonder, to question, hey, maybe some sort of bottom, maybe some sort of bounce is bracing to begin. If there is any sort of bounce, nothing new here, as I've talked about in past videos, but the big resistance that'll need to be fought through is going to be up there at 0.074, give or take. But one step at a time, the price is first got to be able to start to show that it can bounce. But step one is being accomplished. It's holding so far, and what's holding? Well, that 6 cent range, down to 0.058. So is this the bottom? I don't know, but I will say that to wonder, to question if it's the bottom, it at least becomes logical sense compared to previous times in the chart's history where it was just literally straight going down the toilet. Right now, it's going sideways. So yeah, I'm watching it, and maybe this is going to be some sort of bottom. We shall see. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.